Hello guys, today we'll be starting with the first chapter of 11th class, that is the living world. Okay, the living world. The living world, the world of living things. The world of living things. Right? Now, in this chapter, we'll be discussing about the various characteristics, features and properties of the living things, how the living things are different from the non-living things, okay, and the sciences which help us to efficiently or easily study the living organisms. Now, it is not possible for anyone at all, to study all the plants, all the animals, all the fungi, all different kinds of bacteria. Basically, all living organisms cannot be studied by only one person. Okay, but we can study these forms of life as groups. Okay, right. So step one, what are living things? Okay, now the things on earth, our planet, or in the world, are of two kinds: the living things and the non-living things. This year you might have studied in the junior classes, 6th, 7th, 8th, I don't remember exactly. All the things around you, the things around us, can be categorized in two different kinds, two different forms: the living things and the non-living things. Okay, it's a non-living thing. A shirt, it's a non-living thing. The camera, it's a non-living thing. The wall, the board, and the fan, the air conditioner, shoes, laces, a number of things, many things, non-living things. Okay, the plants, the animals, the humans, the fungi, the bacteria, amoeba, paramecium, you might have heard these terms. These are classified as the living things. Now, this classification is on the basis of what? There should be some basis on the basis of which we are saying certain things are living things and certain things are non-living things. Okay, right. Now, the living things, they have life. The living things have life. And the non-living things, they are defined as lifeless. Living things are the things which have life. The non-living things which do not have life. Right? Okay, fine. That's understood. Rather, it is accepted. What is life? What is life? Now, scientifically, life is defined as the period or the phase of interactiveness. As long as we can interact, we have life. As long as certain things can perceive any change in the environment. There is no light, then there is light. There is no sound, then there is sound. There is whisper. There is no smell, then there is smell. We get to know about some change in the environment. Something is being cooked in the kitchen and you get to know about that thing. There is certain chemical, some fumes are arising in your chemistry lab and you get to know, okay? Burning sulfur like smell, sulfur dioxide gas. Chlorine gas has a pungent smell. Rotten egg like smell, sulfur hydrogen sulfide gas, okay? Now, we are able to perceive changes in our environment, right? As long as we can perceive these changes. Now, why do we perceive these changes? What is basically the objective behind perceiving these changes? The ability of perceiving these changes so that we can respond. The responses might be visible. You might run away from that particular gas. Something very desirable is being cooked in the kitchen. You might want to walk to the kitchen, okay? Obviously, to eat it, you would like to have it. You would walk towards that kitchen. Now, these are visible responses. Someone talks to you, someone speaks something to you, and you don't feel like nodding your head even, like, and sometimes you just smile. You like what has been spoken to you, so you smile back. It's a visible response. In the first case, when you gave a totally expressionless face, do you think there was no response? There was a response. Some response somewhere inside your body, right? As long as you can perceive some change and you can respond visibly or invisibly, life. You have life. Such things are classified as living things. Okay? The marker doesn't perceive the change. It's in my hand. It wouldn't try to rush away from my hand and then sit somewhere. I don't want to work today. Okay, I want to sit. That's not going to happen because the marker is a non-living thing. The board, please don't write on me. That is not going to happen. Okay. So, why? Because it's a non-living thing. Okay. As long as we can interact, we can perceive the change and we can respond, we have life. If this is there, we say the thing is living thing. If this is absent, we say the thing is non-living thing. Okay? So this is the fundamental thing. Okay, done. Now, let's move ahead. So basically we are talking about the things which can detect the changes around them and they can respond accordingly. Okay. Can the plants respond? The plants around you, can they respond? They do. You might have seen